My name is Shari Adapali. I'm a master's student here at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign in computer engineering, and today I'll talk about the early bird alarm clock. The problem that the early bird alarm clock hopes to address is oversleeping. Imagine you set an alarm the night before, and in the morning you wake up and snooze your alarm. You snooze it a few more times, and then you realize that you're running late or might have missed something that you have in the morning. The early bird alarm clock attempts to alleviate this common issue of oversleeping by being the most interactive alarm clock on the market. This is how the early bird alarm clock works against the issue of oversleeping. The previous night, the user will set an alarm, and in the morning, the alarm goes off and the alarm clock runs around the room. While running around the room, the user must actually go ahead and find the alarm clock, and then they must enter an answer to a math problem that is displayed on the LCD display of the alarm clock. If the correct answer is entered, then the user has shut off the alarm. Otherwise, the alarm clock will keep on going. Well, this two-step process of forcing the user to locate the alarm clock and then using their brain to shut it off is more interactive than any other alarm clock and should help combat oversleep. Overall, the product prototype is pretty much complete, with the only major functionality needing improvement being the object detection when the alarm clock is running around the room. The alarm clock is able to get sensor readings accurately and is also able to do basic alarm verification, and if the user enters in the correct answer, then the alarm clock is shut off. One of the next key steps for the product involve putting the actual robot together and making sure that the obstacle avoidance algorithm is working as expected. This could be a lot of troubleshooting down the line. Furthermore, being able to actually launch the Kickstarter campaign and grow some awareness towards that. As of right now, I have updated almost all the information I have on the Kickstarter campaign, so that can go ahead and get launched soon. The main competition right now that's on the market comes from alarm clocks that run around the room that they're placed in. After some research, I've discovered that my product is unique mainly because of the math equation component needed to shut off the alarm, which is not really a feature on any of the other alarm clocks that are currently on the market. As an example, the current um, market competitor right now is Clocky's alarm clock, which runs on wheels. And despite it being lighter, it doesn't have the verification process needed for an alarm to be shut off. The current market size of the early bird alarm clock would be the entire student population in a college such as the University of Illinois, as well as high schools such as the high schools next to where I live in California. I would estimate about 60,000 people in the entire population for the market size of the company in these early stages, with about 50K being from Illinois and the rest 10K being from high schools or the workforce. As far as the marketing plan goes, I will create awareness and acquire customers by primarily promoting my product through social media. I would also like to use distribution companies such as Amazon or Walmart, also placing my product in electronics stores or talking to the student store at the University of Illinois as well as the EC department. Looking into some basic financial predictions, I will first discuss the revenue predictions for the first 3 years. Realistically, it cost me about $30 for all the parts needed to make the early bird alarm clock robot. I would sell it for about $70 and look at about 1,000 units being sold during the first entire fiscal year, putting the revenue total at 70K. By year two, I see about 140K, and in year three, roughly 210K. And thus, I would look at about a 40K uh, profit from sales and 30K labor costs, and the rest would go for building space rent and manufacturing equipment. Therefore, I would ask investors initially for 80K, as the company's projected growth would be about 140K and then 210K moving forward. I think 80K would be a good initial investment for the sustainability of the company over the entire first fiscal year.